Hello one, hello all. It is the gothiest ghost of them all, Caspa in the flesh. It's time for a review of Kenny Beats' Louie. Now, I gotta be honest, this album really came out of nowhere for me. Like, when it dropped, I was like, oh, Kenny Beats made an album. Oh, it's a great Kenny Beats album. I gotta review it now. And I'm glad I did because it's great. It's definitely a great set of tracks here. If you didn't know, Kenny Beats is a producer, producing for greats such as Freddie Gibbs, Denzel Curry, and Kenny Beats has really been no stranger to experimental music. But on here, he is going a little more left field with Plunderphonics. Now, it's not like a barrage of things just thrown at the wall and seeing what sticks. No, I feel there is a very precise, very persistent set of tracks here. And also, I want to add there is a very methodical approach to these. Like they're very well structured, very well crafted. There's probably only a few tracks on here that could have been assembled better, but we'll get into that later. Um, but yeah, Plunderphonics, if you didn't know, is pretty much Sound Collage's abstract cousin. It's a mix of samples and structured in a way where it forms into a song. So you're taking samples, be it the vocals from another track and the samples from another track, and you're just making this masterpiece of sampled music. And if you want a better example, there's One O Tricks Point Never, who is very well executed of the Plunderphonics genre. So definitely check him out. And this definitely has like elements and vibes from like Ninth Wonder, Jay Dilla, um, dare I say, some MF Doom, and even Exile too, like on Parenthesis, where I definitely get Exile vibes, definitely get like Ninth Wonder vibes with how soulful this track feels. Um, Very satisfying touches of piano and horns, and it really gives it a triumphant feel at the end for sure. Hold My Head is just an all-out banger. Like it's like banging out of the trunk type music with very very nice snares, booming bass, fun touches of cute pitched melodies. You can't go wrong. Uh, and holy shit, so they say, like it has like these winding galactic beds of instrumentation that just like swell up and like create something. And then we get like these extravagant inclusions of horns with these dancing, bubbling melodies. Like it's definitely a groovy track. It's great. Family Tree is certainly a cut with a very inebriating vibe to it. And the production with the inclusion of the bluesy guitars, really adding a nice embellishment to it. And that's definitely a prominent instrument on here, the guitars, horns. And speaking of horns, holy shit, also like dabbling with reggae and trap. Like this is probably a fusion of reggae and trap, I think, maybe unmatched. I've yet to see someone take on this style, a producer take on this style and do it so well. Like it goes hard. And the entrancing horn samples, the keyboard embellishments composing a very nice, tasteful rendition of the stylistics You're a Big Girl Now. Um, Transitioning greatly with these vocal bits from JPEG Mafia. At first, I thought we were going to get a verse, but the vocals alone really add to it and doesn't make it feel too skeletal. So his ad libs alone make the track. And it's just like there's like so much punch to this because with the inclusions of his ad libs, there's just so much punch to it. And the layered vocals that ride the track just send me off into like endless bliss. It's fantastic. And the bass line is so immaculate. Like there's such an immaculate bass line here. And like there is simplicity on here, but it's done so well. Like, yes, it's simple. It's not like break beats are all over this thing, but Kenny Beats knows how to give it structure, give it personality, and a theme. Like this thing has a theme, which is the tragic cancer that his father has, pancreatic cancer. So this is a tribute to him. And I feel like the way Kenny has like crafted these with so much care, so much feeling, so much texture, like his dad should be proud of this. And I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is proud of this album. And granted, there are some moments of the instrumentation where I feel the guitars don't really sync up too well. And there's like a disconnect with the drums and the production, but that's fine. With two or three tracks I could take or leave, that's fine. Because there was so much passion on this album, so much like feel to this album, so much layering to this album, like, and the very solid guitar samples at the end and the nice percussions, beautiful touches of guitar, vocals soaring over this thing really gives it like a climactic crescendo at the end of this. Like overall, I thought this was very tastefully textured, very tastefully sampled. Like I said, emotional potency is there. It's what you would want with an album like this. Because anyone could just throw samples together, Kenny actually put a lot of care into this. And I appreciate that. And I want more. I would like more of this, please. And maybe going, you know, maybe a little more abstract next time, but still, in the context of where he was going with this, with sample based, I thought this is great. And I'm feeling 4 hearts out of 5 with this album. If you've given this a listen, what did you think? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Give me a reason in the comments. And Kenny Beats, Louie, and this Gothic Ghost. We'll see you again.